Hey everybody, General Malice and Titastic here, and today we are going to be going to the Classic Game Fest with Miss Malice here in Austin, Texas. So how are you doing today?
Doing great, doing great.
Well, I love your taste in survival horror, always a great thing. Some good PS2 and Castlevania as well. Outrun 2, that's a good one as well. So where are you located?
Houston.
Okay, yeah.
So not too far. It's a 2-hour drive.
Very nice, very nice. At your game store?
No, I'm actually here with my wife. She's an artist.
Oh.
I'm just trying to sell off some of my games.
Oh, you're just trying to sell some of your games? You're an artist. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Bulma, all over the place. Very nice, very nice. Cool, son of a bot. How y'all doing today? Very nice. Trippy. Makes me feel like it's the late 90s and Grateful Dead hadn't quit touring yet. Gallahorn or Yallahorn? What do you say? Gallahorn. Exactly. Jelly. Oh! You said jelly horn. I heard they're redropping it again. Yep, my son still plays. It's really sad because we used to play all the time during the the launch. And so you can watch our videos on YouTube where we're all playing as a team. And then there's 3 of us, there was 2 of us, and it was just him playing. And I'm like, this is the most saddest YouTube channel ever. Stop showing people this. I didn't abandon you. Oh, dude. Oh, mythical, or the class, yeah, beautiful. Oh, dude. Streaming Mayan calendar, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How are you doing today?
Yeah, they're all originally hand painted by Chops over here. He's done like 41 different games.
Oh yeah, no.
Size,
dude, very nice. I love.
Yeah, all the enemies, all the items, every level is a playable maze.
We're in Artist Alley definitely right now. Super cool. We got Prince here. Lana. We got Cam. All the different characters. Doing good, sir. Doing good, sir. How you doing there? Chicken waffles. So tell me what you got going on over here. Okay. Yeah.
And there's one more thing that I can't do because I'm going to throw the television. Also, I'm without. I am done with my video.
How's it going, guys?
Hey!
Give me a little bit of Argon.
Oh, that's not it.
That's not it?
No.
What is this though? Up a seed, man. What am I supposed to be looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. No, go ahead. Tell me what's good.
You gotta look right here. That's the name of the game.
All right.
Dono cell. It is a action inspired 16 and different games. We will be watching it mix up. I'm trying to get you see, it's very like classic platformer.
It has that like a mix between Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger vibe with the kind of the floating stuff. Platformer style. I like that.
Yeah, so like the funny part is that it plays a lot like Mega Man X. Right? At first you didn't really see it, but like you have a bunch of different moves that you can switch with your triggers, right? So for example, you have a little dash, right? And very Mega Man X like. You also have a flutter jump, right? Very Yoshi's Island, And then you also can climb on walls, right?
You can cycle through your abilities.
Yeah, and so the cool part about that is that you can cycle through them at any point. So if you get really good at cycling through them, you can do really crazy stuff like this. And the crazy part is that that's not all you have. You also have more like attack-based abilities. So for example, you have your fireball, you have a reflector shell, right? And then you have a slash, right? So you can cycle through all of them at any point, right? And some of them are even cancelable. So you can cancel one into another, and you can do really crazy stuff. So you can dash, big jump, and then cancel. So
you basically take the mechanics that you would find in other games that aren't necessarily intended, and you made them intended here as a gameplay function.
Yeah.
So for people that like that type of style.
yeah, because like I'm a really big fighting game fan. I love fighting games. I love like all the canceling, the combos, the strings, right? And that's one of my main inspirations for it. And I really wanted a game with a really high skill ceiling, but easy enough for like any like little kids to play, right? So when you first start the game, you don't have all of your abilities. You're unlocking them, sort of like Mega Man. You beat a boss, you unlock a new ability.
Oh, what's going on, Fire Mario? True. You ready to go smash some Koopas?
Yes, sir. You ain't on the vibe.
Already. So what's your favorite part so far? Then, in the infancy of this convention, so far, what's your first impression?
Retro.
Hey, how's it going? Skateboards, awesome. And trucks, how you doing? Tell me a little about yourself.
It's a mobile game that I made with some help, some friends. It's a 2D side scroller, kind of monsters driving monster trucks. What else can you say?
Hey, that's pretty cool. So monsters and driving monster trucks. So is it more, let's go point to point? Is it laps? Is there a different type of play modes? What you got going on?
I got a couple different play modes. There's story mode, which is like end to end. You sort of go through different environments. There's a vague sort of general story happening. And then there's like a rally mode, which is like a race, like a multiplayer race mode. And then there's an arcade mode that just goes on forever. And you just gotta stay alive, and you have one life, and once it's over, it's over.
How long have you been working on this project? Is it your first game, or you have multiple?
It is my first game. I've been working on it for a while. Initially, as a side project, and then it became a full-time thing. But it's almost been I think it's been about 10 years, a bit less, since I first started working on it. But it's been about 5 years, actually doing it full time and trying to make it happen. So
having an end product like you do now.
Yep.
That was your whole journey. And
Yeah.
so, what were your tribulations and trials that you overcame? And then talk about when you did it. And it still taught me a little bit.
I mean, the trials and tribulations are really it's just not giving up. There's just so many bugs and things that come up, and it's you can't get past it. We're working on things will change in the background. The devices will the underlying technologies will change. So you don't when we were first working on it, I can't remember exactly some of the things that we wanted to do, but the market changed. Apple Arcade came out and kind of changed the game a bit. Other things I can't really think of examples. Or really good ones, but I guess some things that we have. I mean, I'm still working on the game. I'm always trying to improve it. So
Quality of life updates.
yeah. So I get feedback from people, and I just implementing stuff, and it's just I think the hardest part is just keeping going and fixing all the things that break inevitably. So.
One last tough interview question.
Okay, here we go.
Over the next 5 years, what's your next passion project for your company to follow up after this awesome game you got going?
Well, I got a couple ideas in the works. I really like this sort of I sort of have a horror kind of but fun kind of theme. So I sort of like that sort of scary stuff, but not really scary. The way you think of things is scary when you're a kid. Yeah. So I have sort of a werewolf game that I've been sort of thinking about. We'll see. I'm sort of in the early stages. werewolf game, and I also have a corn maze game, like getting lost in a corn maze, which is based on a true, real experience. So those are the two ideas in the back of my head, but right now I'm working on Monsters and Trucks. You know, like I like implementing feedback from people. People always giving me ideas. We got like I said, I got 3 modes. There are 2 more modes that I want to implement, like a sandbox mode where you can actually make your own levels. My son's really excited about that. You know, it's like all the rage. Not this one. I got an older one. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much what's going.
How you doing, sir? Sublimated metal prints, huh?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. What's your name and what's your company?
Brandon Flynn, and my company is Phoenix Animation,
Awesome. Where are you based out of, sir?
Washington, D.C.
Awesome. And do you do the circuit quite a bit?
Oh, yeah, I'm all over the place every week. I do this. I've got 3 manga in production. I'm creating an animation studio, so selling metal prints, and I'm also trying to, you know, put my business, you know, my name out there, get, you know, start building a fan base and stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, tell everybody where they can see your content at.
You can find me on YouTube at Senpai Live or
Upper right hand. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves and where y'all came from and what y'all doing here.
So we are Eon. We make your retro games play on HD TVs, all with these plug-and-play adapters. We have it for the GameCube and the N64, and it is awesome. It is so simple. You just pop it in, you have an aux, you have the HDMI, and you're ready to go on any TV.
Very nice. And basically, y'all have y'all own software hardware in there. Y'all made it super simple for everybody just to plug and play.
Super easy. Right now we're doing a great deal, $130 for either one of them. We got pins, t-shirts, we got raffles going on, tournaments, and it'll be a great time.
Okay, so super awesome. Future systems that y'all are working on. Anything else coming out?
Yeah, there are a few in the works. I don't want to spoil anything, but there are like
all of your
Xbox,
retro consoles that everybody loves, the top
literally.
sellers.
Oh yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, we're all working on it.
You know, that is awesome news. Anything
Hell yeah.
you want to say to the viewers one last time before I get out of here?
Honestly, take this survey. This has been in the works for 9 years. You get matched to your gamer house, and you get great reviews with gamers just like you.
And recommendations based on what you like.
There you go. So please take the survey.
Definitely.
Like this gentleman who got incendiary. Beautiful.
Look at that.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Can we be on the video?
You can, sir.
Hey, everybody! From State Farm.
Everybody's gonna ask where's Jake.
We wish you were here.
So let me ask you all this. So as a vendor here at this Classic Game Fest, what is the strategy behind State Farm's thought process coming into an event like this to make contact with gamers and collectors alike?
We all know that gamers are also risky drivers, so they're gonna need us.
Okay, so just home or auto, or y'all focus on home and other type of insurance while you're here as well?
Home, auto,
We got it all.
all of it. Small business, and we also do renters insurance. So gamers have collectibles at home. You know, they have large TVs, multiple screens. If anything would have happened at home, they're covered.
So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
I'm a personality, and I got a lot of stuff at home. In fact, I got 2 workstations, PCs, and they're like $4,000 a piece. I got at least 10 TVs. I got, let's say, $250,000 worth of just collectibles, as far as graded stuff that is like, you know, documented. What can I expect as a collector to get expected, you know, value out of y'all's service? What would I come to expect?
I think you'd have to get those things appraised and then show an agent. We're not actual agents, but I think that's how the process goes. You get it appraised, add it to your claim, and just build it out from there.
Okay, so super simple. You got agents that take care of everything. Works you through the process.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all very much for y'all's time. How y'all doing today?
Hi.
Rage, you damn nerd.
Yeah.
So RYD and very
RYD.
awesome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
This is all original stuff that we've made. These are all original designs. We're located in San Antonio, Texas, and we started doing cons this year, so this is only our 2nd event.
Oh, very awesome.
Yes.
The embroidered Yoshi.
Embroidery and screen print, but mostly embroidery.
I'm wearing her hat.
We do stickers, we do tumblers, we do a lot of stuff.
Very cool. So, got to San Antonio. Do you have a brick and mortar or just online?
Just online.
Awesome, awesome. What's your website?
It is going to be rageyouDamnNerd.com.
How you doing, good sir?
Hey, doing good. How about yourself, my man?
Kid
Cool.
Shogun, man.
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
a little about yourself.
Your Kid Shogun, man, this is a video game comic brand that finds our two protagonists, Sho and Nara. They are identifying the power of video games. And so they have the ability to play video games and assume the powers and take out bad guys.
Very nice. How long have you been working on your project?
Been working on this project for about 2 years now. 2 years now, yes, sir. Yeah. Yep.
And so, tell me a little bit about what made you want to create this type of game.
I wanted to create this particular brand of character to create a comic book, but also it delves into some issues for youth as well, such as bullying, coming into yourself, self-esteem, and that kind of thing. But it's all brought on by the power of video games.
No, that's very awesome. In my group of friends, we discuss a lot of times now that we're older and that we have kids of our own. I have a 24-year-old, 2 grandkids,
Wow.
and I have a 17-year-old son.
You got 24 and 17?
We've been married 19 years. I know, you can't.
Congratulations.
But the thing is, as our kids grow, my daughter's experience playing video games versus my son's experience facing video games are totally different. So compared to their kids now, and then the lessons that are being taught, I have a friend named Razorhouse who helps develop It Takes Two.
Yeah.
And it's such a great concept to put ideas, teachings, and learnings, hardships, and struggles into these games.
Right.
Where people are learning at such a young age already, and it gives them a medium to accept what they're seeing in a way that makes sense.
Right on, right on.
I definitely
concur.
agree with what you're doing.
I concur.
It's super awesome that you're
Yes,
putting
sir.
a concept like that. What was your name?
My name is Elton.
They're all like handmade little Pokemon games. They also like attachments too.
Oh, they do? Awesome, awesome. Oh, it's zombies! I knew this one
I
is.
was like, I know that voice.
I was like, hold on a second. I was like, this gotta be somebody. So this is everybody's Zombie Goes Raw on Whatnot. Right, I said it right? And she has her awesome Zombie Go Raw White Clay Creations here at Classic Game Fest in Austin, Texas. Here's her QR code. There is her website. And a very awesome person. You're already selling these on Whatnot, right?
No, not yet.
Where haven't you?
I have applied. I haven't been accepted.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about what you do here and how people can support you.
Check out my shop, zombiesgowrawr.com, zombiesgowrawr on Instagram. Those are the best ways to support me. I make handmade kawaii creations out of clay and resin, and it's basically everything I like: video games, anime, manga, comics. So yeah.
So, what is one of your favorite pieces that you like to produce? What's one of your best sellers? And which one do you like? I don't want to have to make that one ever again, but I love it.
I like to make the cauldrons because I like creepy cute things and like little ghost animals. My most popular things right now are Kirby, because Forgotten Land came out. And I both love and hate Eevee evolutions just because there are so many of them and they have so many tiny pieces.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so future projects that you're going to start maybe coming out with that we might not know about yet that you have plans.
Shadow boxes. And like little miniature rooms. So that's something on the back burner right now.
Very cute, very cool. Well, anything you want to leave off with before I walk away?
I hope y'all like my stuff and happy hunting to y'all. I see y'all got some goodies.
Well, don't forget y'all, Zombies Go Raw Clay Creations. And then check her out soon to be on Whatnot, but you can find her there every week having fun with her boyfriend on his channel. What's his channel?
Collector's Cove.
Collector's Cove, so don't miss it. We'll put a link in the description.
Oh, thank you. Bye, guys.
There you are. Oh, you got one! Look at you! Hey, there it is! Papa Dragon 76, or better known, what do you go by on Whatnot?
Ramore.
That's right. I don't remember all of them. Well, show me what you got already, bro. Show me what you got already. Oh, shoot.
And I got a game. It's in my pocket right now.
There it is. You just happen to see me.
Yeah.
Miss it. So right now I'm going around and I'm stopping at every booth and I'm saying, hi, tell us about yourself.
Hey, what's going on, man? How's
This
it
is
going?
PMP Creationz. Looks like y'all have some awesome 3D print stuff. Precious or 3D Ender 3D?
I'm actually used Creality. Creality CR10.
No, that's awesome, awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I come from a video game background. I do environments and stuff like that, and then I do this on the side. And I love video games. Video games are my life, and I just create it from start to finish. I model it, print it, hand paint it, and sell it. So
I know that's awesome because we 3D print ourselves for projects that we do with lightsabers, and I know for a fact that that took at least, over 10 hours.
yeah, I think it's like 12.
Yeah, so, then you put time into painting it and or, however you do your filament. That's pretty impressive. So, looking at this table, y'all, think about this. If this was 12 hours, that's 12 hours. The combined work time on this table is a couple weeks. So, effort, quality, and craftsmanship is definitely something they look to take pride in. Because I don't see any runners and there's a lot of good scenes. So, that's very awesome. How long have you been doing this?
So this is my second year. I did Classic Game Fest last year, and this is my second year. And then in business, this is my second year in business as well.
That is awesome. Give everybody a little bit about where they can find your wares online.
You can find me on Etsy, and then I'm going to open up a shop in September, which is just going to be PMP Creationz.
All right, where are you located at?
Here. I'm Austin local, yeah.
I'm Austin local as well. Well, why don't y'all tell us a little bit about yourselves real quick?
I'm Riley. I do stained glass for a living. Manga, anime, video game themed. So.
How long have you been doing this?
About 5 years.
5 years, awesome. Do you find that working with lead and stained glass is very therapeutic and that you enjoy watching the creations come to life?
Yeah, it's nice seeing each step of the process kind of make it come to life, I guess. Working with lead, not so fun, but I take precautions.
No. The reason why I said it that way is because it's such a unique skill set that people might not understand that that's what that is. And so that there's different aspects of what makes the stained glass super awesome and, what it is.
Yeah.
As far as your pieces go, what's one of your favorite pieces to do? What's your best seller? And what's one that you love but you really don't want to have to make again?
Favorite is probably the goose. I don't ever want to have to make the Pikachu again. And then bestseller, I don't really have a bestseller, I guess, because a lot of them are, like the larger ones especially, are one of a kind. The smaller ones, I guess the bestseller would be the Soot Sprites. But yeah.
Where are you located at?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. And do you have a website or something there?
Yes. Glassbygroves.com.
Be sure to come by the Eon Gaming. Back at the arcade, we are hosting tournaments. We have a free
I love the album covers, man.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Joshua, born and raised in Austin, local artist. I travel with the album covers. They're fusion, so I take my own characters, cartoon characters, video game characters, throw them into an album, do a little remix action.
Very nice. When did you start doing this art?
I've been doing art all my life, but this style I've been doing for about 4 years almost. So
taking your passions and with your hobbies, I would assume, and put them into one medium, huh?
yeah, exactly.
So what was the inspiration one day that made you just decide to start doing it?
I started doing art in general.
Or no, just this particular project.
This project was talking to an old old manager at my old job, and just kind of started throwing ideas around. I was like, I think I might want to do this, and we landed on this type of concept. So yeah, so it's been working out very well.
Very nice. What would you say it takes for you to get an original idea drawn, and then how many prints do you usually make with each idea?
Original idea can probably take. Thinking about it, probably about a day or so, and then I'll probably do like 5 to 10 prints of each one. That way, it's like kind of a limited run.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. So, all right, here's the last couple of questions. What were some trials and tribulations that you overcame, and what is one barrier that you didn't overcome that's still getting you right now?
Signing up for a lot of these cons ahead of time is kind of one of the ones I'm still struggling to kind of get with, because they pop up and then you don't realize everything's closed down already to get in. So that's one of my big ones. I'm trying to get over. But over the years, it's just been the confidence, and it's kind of started to grow like every show. So that's been the main thing, like confident in yourself, what you can do, being around like-minded people, traveling to these shows if you're gonna make a profit coming out, things like that. So
Very nice. Well, that's awesome. I like to hear that because you're actually giving the stuff that really what it takes, you know, the grit, the grind to get the success that you're wanting to get.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate it.
And you can pick things up and smell them if you want. That is pretty strong.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there. Good, you?
Pretty good. So, Bubbles and Squee?
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I make self-care power-ups for gamers. I make soap and bath bombs, incense for your home, room sprays, all kinds of stuff. I've got some hand-crocheted Pokeballs from my friend in San Antonio. And yeah, I'm just here to level up everybody's houses and baths.
That's awesome. So, tell us how long you've been doing this and what gave you the idea or inspiration to do so?
I've been a gamer for forever. I had started attending CGF in its early years, doing various stuff. And one day I just got the idea to do some just basic bath bombs. And I was like, hey, I can buy these, bulk Pokemon and just stick them in there and have like a little gimmicky thing. And I had to, the first weekend that I sold them, I had to go back home to San Antonio to make more because I sold out the first day. So ever since then, I've just basically shifted over to bath and body products and weird little gamer inside jokes and the occasional anime post and that kind of thing. So.
All right, so let me ask you this. Yeah. Do you have any chase or Pokemon inside your product? And if not, is that something you think about myself?
Any what kind of Pokemon?
Chase Pokemon. So how each one, I'm assuming, has a Pokemon inside.
Yeah.
But say you do a run of 1,000 of these.
Yes.
Take 10 of them and put a super rare Pokemon in 10 of them, and then let people know that they're mixed in. You don't know where it's at. But that's it's called a chase, so it might give it
definitely
a fun little thing for people to go after.
I've actually been planning on doing more collector figurines because these are just kind of toys, like little novelty ones for kids. But when I do the collector ones, they're actually going to be wrapped in plastic and they're going to be in much larger Pokeballs. But that's a really great idea. I'm definitely going to run something like that for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah. Anything, any website or anywhere they can go to find your stuff online?
No, mostly I'm just doing shows right now. You can find me in Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, different anime conventions and game conventions around here.
So what's next show?
Next show I'm actually going to be doing is Brooklyn. I have it's like an art gallery thing that I'm doing a specific type of incense and some other stuff for, but that's going to be, in Brooklyn, August 20th. Yep, and then, you can just catch me at whatever random anime convention or gaming convention that y'all find.
Oh, yeah. How you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
Well, looks like you got the Pokemons.
Yes,
Tell us a
sir.
little bit about yourself.
We are Culture Talk. We're actually from Houston. Got a couple of different stores across each corner of Houston. We deal with the collectibles, games, trading cards, a little bit of everything.
Y'all do intake as well as online sales and stuff like that?
Not online sales yet. It's something we're looking into.
Okay. And how long have y'all been around and future plans like the online sales?
I don't know too much on future plans besides us getting here into the con circuit, but otherwise, I think 8 years.
Okay. All right, so I gotta ask, what's the shop's prize joy in their collection? What centerpiece do they like to show off when they're not gonna ever sell it though?
Oh gosh, I think just about everything kind of has a price.
Okay. That's awesome.
So what is that, Chun-Li?
It's Chun-Li and Cammy.
It's funny.
Hell yeah, it's funny. $8 for the full set? No, that's not correct. $60 for the full set. Super neat. So, do me a favor, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you got going on here. This is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm Pixelized Princess. My husband and I both grew up playing retro video games, of course, on the mostly Super Nintendo for me. He was a Super Nintendo and PlayStation 2 guy. So yeah, we just gonna try to bring our childhood to life. Little standing pixel art. some paintings we find from thrift stores and things and try to fix up. Thank you.
So how long have y'all been doing this?
We've been doing this, I believe, since 2015. I want to say it's been a while.
So, who came up with the idea here?
So actually it was this show. We came to this show in 2014 and we saw some people doing like the little perler bead art, making some little figures. And we were like, oh, that's kind of cool. We should think about doing that. And just kind of tried to figure out how we could take that idea and kind of grow with it and make it even cooler.
That's actually awesome, because the best part of business and being successful is not inventing something, but doing something better than someone else already did.
100%, yeah. That's what we try to do. Hopefully, we succeed.
So, what are some future projects and goals that you have coming up for this, and what would be the 5-year plan down the road?
Oh man, 5-year plan is that's a tough one. That's a survive plan at the moment. I have a 3-year-old that I also am home with every day. So between her and this, I try not to think too far ahead. But as far as this stuff goes, we definitely, the next big project we want to tackle is a Ninja Turtle game. We want to do like all the Bebop, Rocksteady, like all the villains. And speaking of, we want to do a whole horror month in October, bunch of like kind of scary stuff.
Mokat Makes? Is that what it is?
Yep.
How are you doing there? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
This is my 2nd year at this convention.
Okay.
I've added some new stuff since last year, like keychains, bookmarks, and prints.
Very nice, very nice. How long have you, so your 2nd year at this convention, how long have you been making awesome?
Well, I've been making art for as long as I can remember, but I started making it professionally last year.
So, what do you find that you like to make? Okay, let me phrase it. What's your best-selling item? What's your favorite item to make? And what's the one that you really enjoyed but you never want to have to make again?
Well, for my best-selling item, recently it's probably been this one.
Okay.
Different kinds of these Mario Kirby's.
Okay.
As far as my favorites, that's a hard choice. I really like this Piccolo.
Very nice, very nice. Chilling in the tube.
Also this Bob.
Oh yeah, Bubble Bobble's the great. And then the one you're like, I love it, but I don't want to have to make it ever again. It was hard to design.
Oh, Spyro. Spyro was a whole thing.
The whole thing, I bet. Man, that is awesome. Awesome. How y'all doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you got going on here.
I'm Valerie, and this is Valerie Grace Woodworking, or Video Game Woodworking, VGWoodworking. And I do wood stuff mostly with lasers. And so pretty much everything you see here were made on laser cutters at this place called Assembly Makerspace. And it's a local nonprofit community shop. And they've got lasers, wood shop, metal shop, electronics, 3D printers, textiles, all the things. And so it's very inspiring, and I just go there and I make all this cool stuff. And yeah, got some really cool new stuff this year, including a woodman clock that was really fun to put together, and Transformers mirrors, and then one of my favorites just right here, the Zelda 1 dungeon levels, and we have them all be ordered by the level number, so level 9 sticking out the furthest. You can see there with risers and everything. And then we got like a French cleat system to make it easy for people to install it. So that was a fun new thing this year. And then also these journals, I think, are so fun. It's one solid piece of wood, but when you laser it just right, you end up with this flexible spine. So
that is fantastic.
Yeah.
Super sweet. I appreciate you giving me a chance to look at anything. Is there anywhere people can go online to buy your stuff? Is this the literature right here?
right here, this information, that goes to my Etsy store, and that's me on Instagram.
Hey, how's it going? Very awesome stuff. ProfKayton?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, ProfKayton.
ProfKayton, sorry. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'll show everybody on the tour.
Yeah, I'm an artist that lives out in Dallas. I do video game quality assurance during the day, and I make all these mouse pads at night. So, yeah.
How long have you been doing this project?
About 2 years now.
Okay.
So, started making all the different patterns. I have about 9 different ones now, and then all the extra stickers and everything else.
Okay, so one of my favorite questions is, what is your best seller? What is your favorite? And what is the one that you love it, but you don't want to have to ever make it again?
I think my best sellers are these blue and pink mouse pads, the Pokemon ones.
Okay.
My favorite is this new one I just made, the Gengar. And don't ever want to make it again. That's tough. That's tough.
The idea is you loved it, but it was such a hard part of the pageant.
Right,
that you're just like,
I get it. I do. I think I get better every time, so I don't know. You know, like this one will be like, wow, these guys are really complicated. I don't want to do them again. But then I know the next one I do will be even more complicated than that.
So let's just say this one probably gives you the ability to keep your skills going. So even though it's hard, you enjoy it because it's getting you to be better every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Was there any, besides your scan, is there an online site people can go to buy your product?
Just Instagram, like I said, the QR code, and then my name and Instagram and Etsy.
Yeah, so I do rug making and we do perler bead art as well. And I'm from Austin, and this is my friend Caitlin from Nashville.
Awesome. Okay, and how long have you been doing this project?
I've been full-time for a year, but I've been doing it since the beginning of 2020, or maybe the end of 2020 when we were all quarantined and bored and trying to figure out something to do.
Awesome. That's definitely a great thing to come out of that experience.
Yeah.
So something I like to ask all the creators here is, tell us your favorite piece, the one that your best seller, and then the one that you love but you really don't want to have to ever make again.
Oh yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
So my favorite piece actually already sold. It was my first sale, but it was a big like Majora's Mask rug. Bestseller, probably the N64.
Okay.
Something I don't want to ever make again. It's not here, but I made this huge Baja Blast rug, and it went viral. I never want to see that thing again. Ever. What about for you? What about the perlers?
Well, this is probably my first time, so I don't have a bestseller yet, but...
Oh, the Princess from Katamari.
Yeah, that's true. I probably never want to make this again. It's huge, and no one's going to know what it is, and that's totally okay, but it was a pain in the ass.
Okay.
But it's Bug it was like a Sega Saturn game back in the day.
If you know what Sega Saturn is and you know what Bug is, come talk to me, because nobody does.
Well, awesome. All right, any future projects that you're going to go work at, conventions or anything like that? We're Austin locals too, but we go all over the country for convention stuff, so is that something y'all do as well?
Oh, hell yeah. No, I don't typically do conventions, but I really love this convention in particular. But I do have an online store, and I do like drops on my online store.
Drop that information. Is this follow me at Chronic the Hedgehog? But then, what is your online store that I can go to?
Yeah, it is chronicthehedgehogrugs.com.
Oh, is this the Majora's Mask you were talking about?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It was massive and beautiful.
That's so cute.
Yes, and then there's like a bear here.
Do they have any Star Wars?
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you got going on here.
Well, my brand is ADHD Sketcher. All my work is handmade, as in these are origami corner bookmarks. Yes, so I designed everything myself. Obviously, Pokemon was the inspiration. Designed it on my tablet, printed it out. My Cricut, a cutting machine, cut it for me so I can keep prices down, and then fold it, put it together. And then my scratch art, my stickers,
Me and my Cricut, man. That's how I make my business.
I used to cut them out by hand. And so, like, I'm cutting, and I'm like, and then someone turned me on to Cricut. Like, that's brilliant. First, I just used them for my stickers. And my friend is like, what is wrong with you? You should be using that for your bookmarks. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And so now I'm able to pump out a lot more.
Awesome.
So the question I like to ask all the creators are, what is your favorite piece? What is the one that is your best seller? And what's the one that you love but you wish you don't have to ever make again?
All right. So this one, you ready? This one's my favorite because you can use both sides of it. As for best seller, it depends on what convention I go to. Sometimes Pikachu's the most popular. Sometimes Pumpkaboo's the most popular. Lately, since I'm at Classic Game Fest, Banjo has been the most popular.
Awesome.
And they all have backs to them. And so you can either use them as a bookmark, or you can put them on little stands. And if you ask, I will give you the stand for free with each purchase.
Awesome. Are you local here or where are you based out of?
I am an Austinite, and I travel all around Texas. Well, within reason. I don't go to Amarillo. Mostly Houston and Dallas.
Hey, how you doing today? What's your name and what you got going on here?
So we're Dungeons and Crystals, and we got a lot of figurines made of crystal, and we also have a lot of handmade jewelry. When we take a collab, we make a lot of TikToks.
So how long have y'all been doing this project or doing this
We're
business?
getting up to be 2 years.
Awesome.
Yep.
What made y'all get inspired to come into this craft?
So we went antiquing one day, and I found a nice slab of labradorite, and that kind of re-sparked her, her love for crystals, and she loves Pokemon as well. So why not combine the two?
Awesome. Are y'all local here to Austin?
We're local to Troy.
Okay.
Troy Temple area.
Okay. So what is her favorite piece to create? What's the one that's the best seller, and what is the one that y'all just don't want to make anymore?
Oh my God.
You like it, but you're like, oh, it's so hard.
It's hard to say. Everybody loves everything, and being that it's made of crystal and Pokemon, it's so unique, and Pokemon has captured people's hearts and minds for decades. So I mean, you can't go wrong.
$35. Hello. What's up, beautiful people? We see some art in front of us. So I can't say it. I'm going to say it wrong.
SoStache?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say stash, but I saw that Che at the end. I was like, I do a lot of announcing. I say people's names all the time, and I'm known for just whiffing it. Butchering names. I had somebody come into my stream one time, and their name was Hitachi RT.
No, VHS.
No, oh, sorry, Hitachi VHS. Hitachi VHS. My brain said, hit a chick? Why's your name Hit a Chick? I was like, okay.
Very
They're like,
PC.
they took about 5 times. They're like, my name's Hitachi. Could you please not say it that way? It's like, sorry, Hit a Chick. My bad.
I guess I do pinball streaming up in Cedar Park, so
Okay.
I have like 2 seconds to glance at the chat and like, oh no, and I butcher names all the time, so I feel you, 100% feel you.
So I'm General Mouse. I'm going around talking to all the awesome artists and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on here and who you are.
So I'm Amanda, and this is SoStache art. So it's a lot of fan art inspired by video games, movies, comics, books, all of that. Basically, whatever I am inspired by at the moment. So we started doing it about a year ago, pretty much, and then kept doing it since.
She has her master's in stem cell bio, so this is all just on the side for her. So she works at a biotech company. So yeah. We also, this is the board game we launched on Kickstarter a year ago. So this was in December. We funded in 48 hours. So a lot of inspiration from like Magic the Gathering stuff. So she did all the design, the hero art, the board art, the iconography, and everything.
That's awesome. Y'all self-distributing or you have a distributor?
No, we're going to self-distribute it. So we got funded in 48 hours, but we're printing 1,000 copies in November, but it's like 582 cards. You get 2 neoprene mats. It's designed to be draft in a box, so for $40 you're able to host 6 to 10 players. You get the 2 neoprene mats. They go face to face, so it's a 4x4 grid. A little bit less RNG than kind of typical card games, so the mana is outside the deck. So we really just want to give like players each turn you're able to do something with your hands rather than just like relying on drawing what you need. So
Makes sense.
but
Makes
yeah,
sense.
so it's been a long time coming.
It sounds awesome. I mean, I've been playing Magic since '94.
Yeah.
And then, you know, all the TCGs, everything I've ever played, I think I played it all. Well, that's super awesome. Definitely can't wait to see. You have any information online where people can go and buy your stuff online and all that stuff?
So the board game is Darkwood Games, and we're based here in Cedar Park, just north of Boston. Okay. In the back that has all the other games. Working on a party game that's D&D inspired, Drunkards and Flagons. So it's a drinking party game for that.
Nice. So thank you very much. Awesome. Anything last before I take off you want to say?
I'll do a plug. If you like pinball streaming, come hang out at Sir_Snarf on Twitch.tv. So.
Oh, we'll definitely have to check that out, man. Thank you very much for your time.
You.
Well, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Doing pretty good. I wanted to see a little bit about the artist and everything going on here. What y'all got going on?
That's all him.
Well, he's busy though. I need the representative at the table to give that information. I bet you know him more than anybody, better than anybody.
I don't know, maybe. What is it you would like to know?
Definitely tell us about what's going on here. What is the premise of the art, and what is the future goals of the project?
Okay, so his main thing is doing caricatures. So he will draw you on the spot. He will put you in themes or just your shoulders up. He has his art prints as well, and then my daughter and I actually do our perler arts. So that's pretty much it.
So I'm sure he's been an artist his whole life, but how long have y'all been doing this current life?
His caricature he's been doing 9 years now. So yeah, he started doing that as his full-time job 9 years ago.
Very nice. How many conventions do y'all do a year?
Probably 4 or 5. Other than that, he does birthday parties, weddings, corporate events, and stuff like that as well. So that keeps him pretty busy.
So I see the information over here. I'm going to show everybody that.
Yes, Jonathan.
Is there any type of wait list? Is there somewhere the best place to go to get contact information? If someone wants to book him?
His best way to contact is through Facebook, but there's no waiting list. You can just come on by and get it done.
All right, so awesome. Well,
Green, orange, pink. I think the only one I'm out of is blue right now. Oh, and white. Yep. Oh my God. Do you need to adopt something while you're here? I'm gonna keep it in a jar, keep it quiet. Yes.
I told you, Tinker. I told you if you did it again, this was going to happen. Why do you make me do this to you? I love you. Sorry.
Wow, it's better now. That was good. I have 2 left. Actually, over here.
Well,
do you need to hold one?
Maybe.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves and what y'all got going here.
Well, there you go. So these guys are actually 3D printed across their hands and face, wired through their whole body. And I use a wig clip on them. I love hair pieces. And I find when you're moving around a lot, it gives a really good hold. That is my last regular sloth. And funny thing is, he's actually my favorite one because the two-toed sloth is like a goldeny yellow color.
This is awesome. So tell us how long you've been doing these for.
Oh, gosh, probably about 10 years or so. I took up needle felting about 8 years, and it's just evolved. It actually started with this guy. Do you know perler beads? Somebody gave me a gift of a perler bead. It was a little 3-dimensional one in a pot. I loved him, still have him, but I can do better. I love the 3-dimension. Honestly, 2D doesn't mean anything to me. I don't see it. So then I started evolving them into 3-dimensional pieces.
What's funny is you're the second person to give almost the exact same origin story.
Really? The perler beads.
So, but the thing that most people don't understand when you're walking around this business is we all have the same story. We're all inspired.
But we do. This is our world here. This is what we grew up with. I mean, you walk around, see these old systems, kids are laughing at, like, Yeah, I had that one and that one and that one, and this is us.
So, future goals that it's been around for so long, what do y'all got planned for the future in evolving and making the next step?
I honestly don't know. I just roll with it. I'm actually hoping to get some more critters out as we go. I'm working on more mixed media art. It's my favorite thing to do. So
saying you don't know is not true. Articulating what you just said means that you know exactly what you want to do, and you have so many ideas. It's hard to put pencil to paper until you do. So
if all of my ideas actually came out, I couldn't fill this table. I could fill this table twice.
When all of your ideas come out,
When?
you're gonna have such a big table that when the next time I interview you, I'm gonna have to fight through the lines. Well, you know what? Thank you very much for your time. How y'all doing today?
Good. All handmade.
All handmade.
The artist right here.
Well, hey, my name's General Malice. I'm going around talking to all the different artists. You got a second to talk about yourself?
Everything here is by hand with this.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, just patient, one by one.
Yes,
the machine.
it is.
It's running the metal and start working little by little, one by one. It's my hobby.
So how long have you been working in your craft?
All my life.
All your life?
I do a different craft.
Are you local here?
Houston.
Houston, okay.
Houston, Texas.
All right, so let me ask them. I love to ask artists this. What's your favorite piece? What's your best seller? And what's the one that you're just like, I like it, but it's so hard to make, I don't want to ever make it again?
That one is more I like it. And the necklace this.
Okay. The alien.
favorite.
Yeah, the
Yes.
xenomorphs, yeah.
Sure. I don't want to rush you guys at all. If you're looking around, I can hold this to the side.
I was thinking about that one right there. Wilder with it. I don't remember the circumstance. I got that.
Thank you. Oh, you don't have to take it down.
Okay.
So this one right here, that is $9.
In about 5 minutes, they're going to get me get done. Oh, you should go now. It's like 8 minutes to the show. Yeah, was it you can like add it or help that?
Hi.
Take this.
It does.
Joe was in like 7 minutes ago.
Well, how y'all doing today?
No.
Hey, I'm General Mouse. I'm just going around talking to all the different artists here in the convention. Wanted to know if you had a second to just tell us a little bit about what y'all got going on and what you awesome artwork that you have here. I love all the Silent Hill stuff that I'm doing.
Everything is by this lovely lady right here. This is Mimi.
Hey, Mimi, tell us about yourself.
So I do lots of video game artwork, as you can see, lots of stuff. No free time, and I still make it work.
Awesome. Well, what inspired you, and how long have you been working in this medium?
Forever, basically. I've been drawing since I was like, yay high, and just kept drawing and kept it up. Yeah, earlier than that, girl. But I always did games, so that was just. You just combine them and have a beautiful little thing.
Very awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I love to ask all the artists is, what is your favorite piece? What is your best seller? And what's the one piece that you're like, I love it, but man, I do not want to have to make that again?
Okay. My favorite piece is actually going to be the Majora balloon one in the corner.
Okay.
It's he's actually one of my most popular at the moment.
Okay.
I've had him for years, and every year he just keeps. I'm like, someone's gonna get tired of him eventually. No, always one of the top.
Okay.
At the moment though, my mirror painting in the corner is a bad boy over there. Yeah, she is gorgeous and insanely great.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so detailed. Like, yeah. Normally I could knock the paintings out pretty quickly. Off and on, I spent probably about a year on her, just working on her, and lots of repaints.
So, are those your originals?
Yes.
And then you have prints of those?
Yeah.
But those are the originals?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question. Future goals for the next couple of projects coming up?
keep making more canvases because we sell through them too fast.
That's a good problem to have. Good problem to have. Well, thank you very much for your time. Any online presence that people can go and find your stuff to buy?
Yes, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a handful of TikTok. And I do live stream on Twitch. I'll live stream the paintings and the drawings while I'm working on them.
Well, hello there. Heroes and more.
Heroes and more.
My name, let me come around. So I'm General Mouse. I'm going around talking to all the different artists and booths, asking about how they're doing. Is that okay if I give you a quick 2-3 minutes?
Sure.
Well,
I just work here, but you know.
Hey, well, you representative, awesome. That's great. Tell us about what you got going here and what this is.
So Heroes and More is a nonprofit organization based out of San Antonio. And basically, we're a bunch of nerds. We get dressed up and we go visit children with terminal illnesses. So we do a lot of hospital visits, hospice visits. We do school events, charity events, con events, all kinds of things.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been with the organization?
I have been volunteering since 2019.
Very nice. So I'm a part of the Jedi Council of Texas, of America, the Texas chapter, and we do a lot of stuff like that, events too, where we go out and they do they dress up and go on lightsaber expeditions, stuff like that. So I know the experiences that we've had, that the impact that we made is such a great impact.
Oh,
what are some of the stories that you had that was highlight one that just meant a lot to you after the engagement?
Oh my gosh, there's so many kids that we interact with, but you know, the most rewarding are, we do a lot of hospice visits that are very sad, but we had one visit with a little girl. Her dream was to get married to Thor. So we had a wedding for her. So we have a Thor on cast and we had all our superheroes and princesses and everybody lined up and we held a wedding for her in her backyard where she could get married to Thor.
Aww.
And she was just over the moon. We had cake, we had flowers, the whole 9 yards. It was fantastic.
That's awesome. That's definitely the type of stuff we like to do, especially doing such great things for the youth of America and having a chance to give them something, you know, to enjoy and look forward to.
Enjoy and look forward to, yeah. They're sick, they don't feel good, but you walk in with costumes and give out gifts and they love it. They have such a great time.
Well, is there any information you want to give out to the YouTubers out there so that if they want to support, they want to donate, or they want to give their time to the craft, that they're more than able to?
Yeah. So, Don Ravel is our founder, and we're on Facebook. So it's Heroes, HEROES, and more. And go on Facebook and see. We have PayPal and Cash App, and we take donations online, all that good stuff.
And they can, and then there's maybe an application for volunteership. I'm sure there's a vetting process and stuff like that. But
yeah,
yes.
There's a vetting process. Yep, but we're very active on Facebook more than anything else. So if they go on Facebook and message us, yeah, absolutely. We're always taking volunteers. We love doing these events. It's great.
How you doing today?
How are you?
My name is General Mouse. I'm going around talking to all the awesome artists. Do you have a couple of minutes to maybe say something about your booth?
Sure.
Well, awesome. Well, tell us who you are and what you got going.
I am Sector 7 Item Shop. I make items from pretty much Final Fantasy or any video game, and mostly trays and items that you see in the video game. I will make them. Potion juice bottles are from Final Fantasy 7. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. So how long have you been doing this? And how many conventions do you go to a year?
I go to maybe 1 or 2 conventions a year, but I've been doing this for 6 years. This is my 3rd year at CGF.
Okay, and what inspired you to start doing this arts and project?
I lost my job. So
definitely.
There we go.
But hey, it looks like in 6 years you built such a great little community and empire to keep yourself not having to worry about it, right?
That's true.
And so, as a business owner now, coming from the workforce to your own business, what were some of the trials and tribulations that you faced and that you got over? And what's one thing that's still getting you to this day that you're just like, I'm gonna get it eventually?
Perfectionism is a huge thing. And I think the biggest thing that I can say to anybody is just do what you're gonna do. Don't wait until it's perfect and just go ahead and do it.
Actions always brings stuff for you that's good. Well, last thing, what is your favorite item, your number one seller, and then the one item you're like, I love it, but I do not want to make it ever again.
My number one seller is probably any of my trays.
Nice trays.
Yeah. I don't. What is the one I don't want to make again?
It's either, where is it? Did somebody take it already?
Nest.
Nest.
Oh.
It's either the Nest tray. It was something else. I forgot what it was.
I don't know. I get halfway through something and I'm like, I don't ever want to make this again. How about that? And then my favorite item is probably this guy or these potion bottles right here.
That is definitely, I love that one. So, are you in Boston?
I am Houston based.
Okay, and do you have an online presence that some people can go and support you?
You can find me on Instagram at Sector 7 Item Shop or Sector7itemshop.com.
Well, thank you very much for your time. How y'all doing today? I'm General Malice. I'm going around talking to all the different artists and stuff like that. Do you have a couple of minutes to maybe talk about what you got going on here?
Yes, sir.
Well, awesome. First, tell us who you are and what about your project.
My name's Kevin Chin. I'm a concept artist in a day. I work for a video game company. I'm an illustrator after work. So, I do all this stuff and, freelance.
So,
yeah.
All right, so how long have you been doing the freelance work outside of your current job role?
It kind of, one and the same, just whenever I'm available or like whenever I'm free to work on stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, so does your art here transfer over to your career art? Or do you have
No, my job's pretty different. I design characters and environments for games and all that. This is just mostly just illustration.
So this is your stuff that you enjoy as
Yeah,
opposed to
yeah.
the work you're asked to create that they know you can create.
Yeah,
Like, some
basically.
Blizzard,
Oh, yeah.
friends that work for like NCSoft and a bunch of places here that do designs for different MMOs and stuff like that.
Yep.
And so I definitely understand that. I got a couple buddies that are designers out in California. And so it's awesome. Now let's segue into this. Since you already work for a video game company, you already obviously have awesome art that you produce on your own. What is your own private game that you're currently making in the backfield that you're waiting to launch?
I'm not really making any my own properties or anything like that just yet.
Alright,
Yeah.
not a problem. Well, then let me ask you this, then one last thing. Well, what is your favorite piece that you have here? What is your best seller, and what's the one that you're like, I made it, but I love it, but I do not ever have to make it ever again?
Well, I think I did this piece for an art show, Parks and Rec's art show. And, a lot of people seem to gravitate towards it. It's a good conversation starter.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. How you doing today, sir?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. My name's General Malice. I'm going around talking to all the awesome artists and just finding out about your craft and stuff. And if you got 2 minutes, you don't mind talking in front of the camera, it would be okay if I...
Is it going to be published anywhere?
YouTube. Is that
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Well, and I'll give you my information so you can follow up on that stuff. But, yeah.
Just know if you talk trash, man, I'm coming back at you full.
Totally understand. Totally agree.
You're good.
First and foremost, awesome medium. I love the video game art. Tell us who you are and how long you've been doing these projects.
The name's Garrett. Go by Flip for all the art. I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. Got an online store, got social medias, pretty much just comic, horror, you name it, I'm drawing it. So
That is awesome. Okay, so what is probably your main genre you prefer to do versus the horror or versus just the normal
Oh
stuff?
man, I enjoy the comic stuff the most, a lot of the indie comic stuff, but I do enjoy the horror stuff, like the stickers over there. A lot of fun with that. We do a podcast, we talk about horror movies, so just love that genre. But the game stuff's just, been a gamer my whole life. It's been nice just to be able to get in there and just do stuff that feels good. And I came to Classic Game Fest and there was no classic stuff.
Right.
So I did the Dig Dugs and the Burger Times and the Donkey Kongs, and they sold like gangbusters. So
Oh, I totally agree with you. Super awesome. All right, so
you mentioned that you've been doing this a long time. Do you have any plans on taking it a step further, like maybe trying to do video games, or you create a video game of your own design?
As far as that goes, I'd love to basically contribute to that kind of thing. I don't know if I'd want to actually do it myself. You know, the time it takes, don't know if I have the time for it. I hate to start projects and not finish them. So video games, probably, you know, key art, character art, design work, definitely. Maybe a little animation stuff in the future, but, you know, the time it takes to get into that, I hate to bite off more than I can chew, so.
Totally understand. But you know what? I bet you with this type of talent, someone's going to see something they like, and they're going to be like, you know what, we got to hire this guy.
I actually get a lot of commission work that way. Like, I've got a lot of stuff from Game Fest in the past couple years, you know. It's been really good. I did a Burger Time video game, and they actually used my art as far as, like, one of the Kickstarter rewards, so.
See, that's what I like to hear. Now, to the people out there who want to be aspiring artists or in the business for themselves, what are some of the trials and tribulations you faced that you overcame, and then what is one right now that's still kicking you in the butt you can't get over?
Well, I can tell you the one to get over right now, and it's still kicking my butt. Social media. F it. Like, you know, you got to be out there, you got to have a presence, but do not let those likes, don't let that interaction, don't let that algorithm, it doesn't mean nothing. You know, at the end of the day, if you're producing stuff, people are seeing it, you're getting it out there, that's all that matters. So don't worry about the algorithm stuff. But as far as like going forward, man, I just say, you know, like, keep your head up, never stop trying to do something new. You know, you get stagnant with art, and a lot of people just kind of just produce and produce and produce, and if you don't keep that creativity and that desire to kind of try something new and do something unique, you know, it just, you kind of lose something with it. So just keep pushing yourself, keep trying new things all the time.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Go ahead and tell us. I'm going to take your card and show it off, but tell us what you got, where they can find and support you online.
You know, Instagram, Twitter, you know, you can find all my stuff there. I got a shop that's coming up pretty soon.
What's your handle on Instagram?
It's ATX Flip. So Flip is what I sign all my stuff with, but you know, also Scribble Shark Media is the name of the company that we had to set up for this, so you can check it out there. Also, just search Scribble Shark Media.
Okay.
We're all out there.
Bye. Awesome, that looks great. Thanks, man. That's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I leave you in Milwaukee, and I have you in my hometown now. So I guess I have to get that interview some point, right?
I'm here.
So
I've been nonstop here.
Yeah, man. No, I saw you last week. You were somewhere else, or the week before.
Southeast Game Exchange 2 weeks ago. Philly.
Are you be a game on?
Unfortunately, no. I have to be a proctor for a retirement ceremony. I have to do a keynote speaking.
Okay.
So I have a guy. My guy will be there. Scott will be running my table.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be there. We're gonna be in 2 weeks.
We have a variant there for one of our games, and I can't be there. And I'm like,
yeah. Well, dude, your the last video I did in Milwaukee, your presentation right before the giveaway when you were talking about your games there did really well on the channel, so people liked hearing about it. So
awesome. That's great. Yes, it was wild.
Definitely. I'm going to come back later on today, or I'm going to come back tomorrow.
Promises, right?
And I'm going to get that 5-minute interview from you, and we'll put it up there. But man, I've always loved seeing you here. Good to see you. Well, everybody, that is the whole haul. You've seen everything as far as artists. We didn't see the games much because they're always proud of it. But we will go ahead and snap up and come back here in a second on the next thing. So stay tuned.